Hi everyone, welcome to the maiden edition of Nerd News where we cover the latest news in movies, video games and anime. I am your host Ice. First of all, let's address the channel's latest news. Yeah, it's true, I got hacked and all of my content got deleted. I must be doing something right because I've been on YouTube for over 10 years, never been hacked once. Started content this year, boom, I got hacked. Well, join me. Let's give a middle finger to the hackers and please smash that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Start off with gaming. The biggest news in gaming has to be the big Microsoft win in the ongoing Activision Blizzard saga. The federal judge Jacqueline Scott Corley has ruled against the F.T.C's attempt to block Microsoft from closing a $69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard. This is a very big win for Microsoft. It finally allows them go forward with the deal. But before you start expecting to play Diablo 4 on Game Pass, there are still some hurdles for Microsoft to cross. You still have the CMA in the UK that has blocked the deal. Microsoft is currently working on a deal with the regulatory body to see if they can come to an agreement. But Microsoft has also indicated that if they can't reach an agreement, they have no problem separating Activision UK from the entire brand. Look, I just have to say one thing. No matter where you fall in this entire saga, PlayStation, Xbox, it doesn't matter. I think what we can all agree on is we are exhausted and please can we just move on? Let the deal close, let Microsoft own Activision Blizzard and let's just continue. Owning Activision is not going to kill PlayStation. Though the F.T.C has also filed an appeal on July 12 for an injunction to still stop the deal, but my thought is that the deal is going to go through. This has been a very big week for EA. The gaming giant finally unveiled its rebranded football sim called EA Sports FC. This comes after EA and FIFA couldn't come to an agreement for the use of the FIFA brand, and I really thought EA would blink. I thought that after months and months of negotiation, I thought they would finally, budge to FIFA's demands because FIFA was asking for upwards of $1 billion for each 4-year World Cup cycle. Now, EA does have individual licenses with clubs, so most team names and player names will remain, and it just got me thinking that with this new rebrand for the football sim, this is really an opportunity for EA to do something truly unique with the game, take the football game to the next level. EA Sports FC 24 has its most advanced hypermotion yet, and let's see what it comes to when it finally releases. I just think football games have been stagnant ever since the Pro Evolution brand gave up. I would like FIFA, now that it has broken off from EA, to partner up with a publisher like 2K, bring out a new competitor. I really miss the days when it was a hard decision on which football game to go with. EA Sports FC comes out 29th September. They also announced a brand new Black Panther game. The Black Panther game comes from the Cliffhanger studio formed by industry veterans, including developers from Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor. And yes, speaking of Shadow of Mordor, our friend of the channel, Diego, has donated another Steam key for Shadow of Mordor. So stick around on how you could win that. The details for the Black Panther game have been scarce. We've only had a logo reveal, but it has also been said that it's going to be a single player experience similar to Jedi Survivor, and we are all excited for it. I really think it's high time we gamers take EA from the black book. They have made strides to stop being the money-hungry evil association they used to be. We also got UFC 5. A game I am very excited for. I'm a massive UFC fan. I think most fans of the Undisputed series from THQ haven't still warmed up to the EA UFC games. But as long as I can correct the craziness that happened last week Saturday by making Robert Whittaker beat Dricus du Plessis, it is going to be fine in my book. In the same week, we got a new leak for a Switch 2. It was reported by Nash Widow, who leaked details about Metroid Dread, so I think they can be trusted. This is going to be a massive announcement because Switch has been out for over 6 years now, and at this point it is due for a refresh. The handheld market has really changed. It's really different from what it was back in 2017. We have a lot of hardware like the Steam Deck, the ROG Ally, but I think Nintendo can do something special. The leak suggests a 2023 announcement and a possible 2024 release date. We have some new games that are coming out this week. We have Glit, a new horror game. It kind of gives me a Little Nightmare feel. We also got to follow up to the critically acclaimed Oxenfree. Both games are available right now. We also have the brand new multiplayer shooter from Capcom called Exoprimal. I will really be checking it out personally because it looks interesting. I would have preferred a new Dino Crisis, but hey, that's just me. We also have new games being added to the Game Pass library, some heavy hitters like GTA 5 and the brand new Exoprimal. All these big games will be coming to Game Pass in July. PlayStation Extra is also not slacking. In July, Call of Duty. The biggest news in the movie industry has to be the leaders of SAG going on strike. The union representing 160,000 television and movie actors announced the strike after negotiations with studio over a new contract collapsed, with streaming and artificial intelligence at the center of this standoff. On Friday, the actors will join screenwriters who walked off the job in May. This is really big. This essentially brings the movie industry to a halt. Look, the movie industry has drastically changed over the past few years, and everybody wants reasonable contracts to reflect this new landscape. You have studios proposing ideas like extras in movies should be scanned from real people, and you get paid once, and then the studio can use that scan forever. It's just pretty crazy. We already have big wigs like Bob Iger calling the strike disruptive and dangerous, but really everyone just wants a fair share because we might eventually turn on the TV screen and see static. Another big news of this week came when Ryan Reynolds shared a picture of Wolverine fully suited up. This sent fans into a frenzy, and even though I pretty much don't care about superhero movies anymore, I was also really excited. It was also reported that Elektra will be joining for Deadpool 3. This is all exciting news, but with the recent strike, Deadpool 3 has also had to close down filming, pending when negotiations comes through. James Gunn also went ahead to share some new casting news for his Superman reboot, even though we're still hurting from Cavill exit. Ugh. The director revealed on Twitter, "Welcome to the cast for Superman Legacy, Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern's Guy Gardner." I'm really excited about that. Isabella Merced as Hawkgirl and Eddie Gathegi as Mr. Terrific. They are all peculiar superheroes James Gunn is choosing to introduce so early. I kind of like it. He's mixing like the very big heavy hitters and the not so pronounced heavy hitters. It's a good mix. The cast goes ahead to join David Cornsworth and Rachel Brosnahan, who plays Superman and Lois respectively. James Gunn is already writing the script and has stated that it is going to be the first official movie in, are we going to call it the Gunverse? It is due for release in 2025. And in other news, Bob Iger, the Disney CEO, has decided to pull back on Marvel and Star Wars related projects in an effort to cut costs. This comes on the heels on very low numbers critically and commercially for Secret Invasion. Disney boss went on to say Marvel has not been in the television business at any significant level. And not only did they increase their movie output, but they also ended up making a number of TV series, and it diluted focus and attention. Look, I'm just going to give my 2 cents about this. I just think it's fatigue. People are tired. Look, I'm not one of those people that goes on Twitter shouting, campaigning for the MCU to end, but I think we've already gotten the peak of the medium, and it was always going to be a downhill from here. Now, July has been great for movies. In fact, if you needed proof that the pandemic was over, this July has proved it. We already have the double feature for 2 awesome movies in Oppenheimer and Barbie coming next week, but we have Mission Impossible tracking to have its biggest opening for the franchise. I was a little bit scared. I was thinking that all these 3 movies so close together might end up cannibalizing each other, but I think people are going to see it. Mission Impossible is tracking to make 250 million in its opening weekend. And lastly, let's talk about anime. We got the release of Jujutsu Kaisen, and it kicked off the season with a 5-episode prequel arc, the Kagyoku arc. This season will delve into the story of Satoru Gojo and his former BFF turned supervillain Seguro Geto. I kind of wish it was a movie like Jujutsu Kaisen 0 and we get to start season 2 properly with continuation of season 1. But of course, I saw the first episode and it was just incredible. So I am here for it. There are very few animes I follow weekly. I prefer episodes should pile up and then I watch it as it go. But Jujutsu Kaisen is one of those animes that I watch every week. In more anime awesomeness, Bleach season 2 has started, and to go along with that, we saw a new game get announced and it looks awesome. Wait, sorry, this is supposed to be in the gaming category, but it's episode 1, so to me. Bleach Soul Resonance is a 3D action role-playing game that appears to play similarly to Naruto Ultimate Ninja and the upcoming Jujutsu Kaisen game. It's been so long we got a full-fledged Bleach game. Last one was Soul Resurrection that came out in 2011. I do have a little complaint with the trailer that was shown. I really wished the game came with the A1 pictures art style, basically the art style of the new anime, rather than the Studio Pierrot art style of the past Bleach episodes. Either way, we have a new Bleach game coming out and I'm super hyped. We also got a new Suicide Squad Isekai reveal. I never knew I needed it, but now I'm so glad we are getting it. It's an all new original anime coming from Warner Bros. Japan and Wit Studio, the studio responsible for Spy Family, Attack on Titans. We also got a short trailer showing Harley Quinn. And can somebody tell me this massive push by DC for Harley Quinn? Look, don't get me wrong, I like her, she's a great character, but in 5 years we have gotten standalone shows, movies, more movies, games, more games. Is there some Harley Quinn mass appeal that I'm not aware of? Please, somebody in the comment section should please tell me. It's been 10 years. But Studio Ghibli's Hayao Miyazaki is finally ready to bless us with his last film. The anime titled How Do You Live is based on the 1937 novel of the same name by Yoshinori Gizaburo. I'm sorry if I'm butchering all these names. If you do not know who Hayao Miyazaki is, if you are in the 0.1% that does not know who the god of anime is, he's responsible for the medium's best content. We're talking about Spirited Away, we're talking about Princess Mononoke, and How Do You Live is just going to be an awesome addition. I just hope this is not his last movie, I actually hope there's still something left after this movie comes out. I am definitely here for it. We also got releases for some highly anticipated anime like the Rurouni Kenshin reboot. We also got the release for Bungo Stray Dogs Season 5. Mushoku Tensei Season 2 is also at Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead, which also has a live action releasing, so I don't know why, but hey, to each his own. Also have Rent a Girlfriend Season 3. And these are all shows that are definitely going to be on my watch list. And that does it for episode 1 of Net News. Let me know what you think about ways to improve it. It's still in its beta stages, and yeah, if you want the Steam code for Shadow of Mordor, follow me on Twitter. I reply the video tweet on what is the battle system that is used in Shadow of Mordor. A hint, it is the same name of a certain Resident Evil villain. Wink wink. Please let me know your excitement with your likes, and if you are new here, please go ahead and subscribe. We do have some other videos you could check out. This is Ice saying sayonara. Peace.